Eventually, they gotta end. Look at the window. What do you see outside? It's getting dark. The day has to end. Like, this is why we need to kind of get in the mindset of moving with time, because whether we like it or not, we cannot stop the sun from going up or from setting. That's the thing. So all we could do is just be ready and know that it's gonna come. When I tell you guys before, like, I could say maybe like 4 months ago, maybe three, I literally, life was horrible for me. It was horrible. It was terrible. I detested what life was. It was the worst thing for me during those times. And during that time, I would like smoke, and I would smoke, and I would smoke. And I'm smoking sativa to keep myself awake, because I was so afraid of tomorrow, because I just felt so shitty every day. And like, the days they didn't get better, they were getting worse. And I was so afraid of the feelings and the emotions that tomorrow may bring. It wasn't even about the opportunity or the possibility that it could be good. It was just like bad after bad after bad. And I would literally stay up. Like, I would sit there and fixate on stuff just to keep my mind occupied, because I did not want to sleep. I was so scared of tomorrow. But like, no matter what I did, no matter how much I smoked, no matter if I felt like I watched time by the minute, by the second, time was still moving. There was nothing I could do to stop it from moving. And that scared me. Like, I was frightful. I was like, damn, tomorrow's just gonna be worse. Like, what am I gonna do? What is life come to? Like, this is crazy. This is awful. But one day I had to realize, like, baby, what you're doing, it's bad. Like, what you're doing is bad. You're intoxicating your mind. You're literally poisoning yourself, thinking that this is gonna solve whatever it is that's going on within you. I was on the run, not even just from life, but from myself. I didn't want to be me. I didn't want to be with me. That's why during that time I was smoking. Oh, I always had weed. I could not stop smoking. I would just needed to smoke, smoke, smoke. I could not be sober even for a day, because if I were, oh baby, like, these thoughts would drive my mind all the way astray for surely. So I just smoked, and I 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 smoked so much to the point where I got tired of it. And I got tired of me. I got tired of the high version of myself and the sober version. And I didn't know what to do with myself. And then I was just like, girl, do yourself a favor, put the weed down. Because at the end of the day, you need to snap out of this delusion and stop trying to run away from the life that is, you're literally living the life that is you, and embrace it. Like, you have no choice. You have to suck it up, and you have to face what's going on. And that's the thing. I was like so afraid to face life and what's to come and what's going on, that like, I kind of just told myself, if I turn my head the other way, then maybe it would go away what's going on over here. If I turn my head the other way, maybe over here we're just, if I can't see it, then it's not happening. And it's just like a toxic trait to think that way, but that's exactly the way I was thinking. And the thing is that even with smoking weed, you would think it was doing me a type of favor. It wasn't. It was making me feel even worse. Like, I felt bad, but I felt worse, but I felt something rather than a type of numbness. But you just have to, like, I guess the moral of that story is like, you can't run away from yourself. Like, there's nothing that you could do to take away from what's happening. When you're high or you're drunk, if you're on a Molly trip or acid trip, at some day that rocket ship, it comes back down to earth, and you have to return back to home. Like, you cannot be high forever. You're gonna sober up at one point. And when I was sober, I didn't like it, so I would go back up to space, but I always had to come back down. And I would go up, and then this time the trip was shorter than the last, and it was shorter, and it was shorter, and it was shorter, and I was craving it and crave it ruins you. And now, like, I could say that as of right now, like, I'm kind of embracing the fact that this is life, you know, this is what life has come to, this is what life is, you know. And at the end of the day, well, the simple saying is the day does end, you know. It's not going to be morning forever, but it's not going to be night forever too. And tomorrow is going to come no matter what you do. So right now, what am I doing? I'm sucking it up, and I'm learning to just embrace it, you know, the good parts, the bad parts that we try to avoid. Oh, like this selfie stick is so annoying. Like everything. I just take it all in, even though there's times where I don't want to. I'm just like, baby, embrace it. Embrace it. Even if you don't want to, it's still coming your way. So just open up. And like, even with it just being gray all the time is kind of also driving my mind insane, because I'm like, damn, like, does the sun shine again? Because right now I'm trying to get in the mindset of telling myself like the sun does shine again. But when you even look outside and you just see like these gray days of still freaking winter in March, it's like, baby, like, give me something. Like, give me something. Give me something to boost this dopamine. Like, we don't want to eat oranges all day. Like, I want. Oh my gosh! Like, my nose is so bad. Like, I wanna feel some life. Like, breathe the life back into me. Sun shine on me once more, so I can feel like the glow. So I can feel like a flower. Because that's the thing. I am literally a flower. I feel like the seasonal depression is literally a good a representation of it would be a flower, because you know flowers, they lack sunlight during the winter days and they kind of die. Like, you see, look, um if you guys were here and watched my videos constantly, this had a whole flower that grew out of it, but what happened was the flower, it died. Why? Because it had no more sunlight, but the leaves, they still grow and they wait for the sun to come back in order to flourish again. And I feel like that's kind of how I feel during winter time. Like, my flower, it dies, but my leaves are still there, you know, they're still growing and they're just waiting for the sun to shine once more, so again the flower could just reflourish. And I feel like that's me, you know. I'm just waiting to just bloom once more. I'm just waiting to become the beautiful, like, show that what's hidden inside, what's just laying dormant, you know. So that's why as of right now, you know, I just take life, you know. I always give thanks to God, you know. I'm Sometimes I'm not so happy, you know. I'm kind of sad sometimes. Not sad, but kind of to a point of numbness. But I just thank God just to still be here, because, you know, I'm so thankful that I'm able to experience life and like go through all these. I don't know why I get so emotional when I start talking about this. Like, I literally feel, because the thing is, you guys might not see it, but like, I feel it inside. Like, I feel my eyes starting to water just with the topic, because it is a bittersweet. Because it's like, sometimes I do like this detest life, but then like when I really get to thinking about it, like, I do love it. Like, I love being alive. I love the people that I met. Like, imagine if I was never here and I never got to meet like the people that I had in my life, like my family members. Like, imagine if I never got to have my sisters, never got to have my brothers, never got to have my mother or my father, my grandmother, my cousins, you know, my aunts. I don't have uncles. Um, but imagine like I never got to experience that. That's why it's like I could never be ungrateful. That's why even when I was there depressed and all, there was not a time where I said I hated life, because like hating life would mean hating everything that life has offered me. All these beautiful souls, you know, this room, me, the poetry, the everything. That's what hating life is. So it's like I couldn't hate this, because that would be hating everything that God created and hating the person that I am, that also, you know, made way for all of everything that's around me. So no, I don't hate life. And I just, now I'm in the process of just embracing, and I'm just, you know, slowly but surely I'm breathing the air around, you know, my lungs, they're picking up, you know, the blood is flowing again, but it's a process, you know. Me, I don't jump up a staircase with 3 steps at a time. Me, I embrace the process, one, you know. And there's a story to tell that way, but when you go three, you miss 2 other steps, and with those 2 other steps that are missed, you miss 2 other stories that could have been told. And I know I speak in metaphors that not everybody gets, but you know, metaphors are meant to be deciphered, and for those who do get it, good job for the critical thinking. And those who don't, well, it's okay, babe. But yeah, so don't try to run away. Just accept the fact that tomorrow does come, and you know, it's gonna come regardless whether you're ready or if you're not, but it's on its way. So just be ready and just embrace it, babe.